So far, so good. It's been good lead up, good training, and a little bit lighter in the racing early in the season. But it's, yeah, everyone asks how's the preparation. It all matters what you do on the road in the next 3 weeks.
A question from Robbie. A lot of people are excited about. There's a lot of excitement in this country about Mark Cavendish and his chances in the first stage on Sunday. He's been compared to you. Just want your take on that, Robbie, and what you think it'll be like for him in his first tour. Obviously, it's a big challenge for him.
I think for him it'll be difficult but very exciting. I think for a young guy like him who's probably at his age not expected to finish the tour, he can look at it like it's a 6-day race with a few flat stages. I mean, the tour is hard and fast, but if you're a sprinter, your chances come in the first few days when you're still relatively fresh. So for a young guy, his chances are at the moment they're as good as anybody else's.
In your respective fields, who do you think are your main rivals?
For me, Vinokurov, Kloden, Sastra, Valverde.
Is that it?
That's it.
Okay. For me then, in no particular order, Husov, Bonin, Benati, Zabel, Frere, Cavendish, Napolitano. Anyone got a list? There's heaps of them. Anyone who can or thinks they can sprint is a rival. And as the tour goes on, it's only then that the list might become a little bit shorter.
Will you be looking to more attack in the mountains or maintaining the mountains and attack with the time trials?
Absolutely. In the tour, if you've got the legs to attack, you do. If you don't, you have to hang on until you do. It's if I've got the legs to do it, of course I'm going to attack wherever I can.
This is for Robbie. Some comment on the Petacci ruling. Do you think it was too severe? Do you think? What do you think? And what's it going to mean for you in the race?
Well, for a start, I think if just looking at what it'll mean for the race, it'll be like it was last year. For me, it'll be just like then. I'm concentrating on my own tour and trying to be at my best, and there's plenty of other rivals. So the fact that he's not here, but all the other guys from last year are, it'll be just like last year. On the other hand, to comment on the severity of whatever sanction he might get, I can't really, because I don't know all the details of the case. I'm not a doctor. I don't know all the numbers. Of course, I find it a shame for cycling, and also, having said I don't know all the details, then I'd like to be able to give Alessandro the benefit of the doubt and say it's a shame for him until I know otherwise.
Cadel, with Robbie winning stages so often and your maybe more soft-spoken personality, do you feel at times overshadowed by Robbie? And if so, is that okay with you, or does that actually sort of work to your favor?
His shadow only casts a small one. It's 171 centimetres. No problem at all. I'm just here to do my race, and Robbie does his race, and when he does well, I'm happy for him. When I do my race and I do well, I assume he's happy for me.
Happy.
Yeah, sure. Well, I guess the first question that comes to mind is the years you've been riding the tour. There have been maybe some other sprinters who have been the guy that everybody looked to. It used to be Cipollini. A few years ago, it was Petacchi. It seems like you've taken over that throne. Do you like that position? Do you like being the guy that everybody's sort of watching?
I haven't really thought about it like that, because I don't see it like that. But I come here and just try and be at my best when I get to the tour, and try and do the right thing all the way through the race. Whether or not the others are looking more at me, I mean, sometimes I guess they are. Sometimes they may be looking at other guys with a more impressive train. But for me, I don't think about if others are looking at me or not, or what my status is. It's just a matter of trying to get across the line first.
And talking about the train, with Petacchi out of the race, how do you see that affecting the final kilometers of the sprint stages?
Well, Petacchi's not here, but the rest of the team that was selected to surround him is here, and with Zabel. So, I mean, it should seem obvious that they would do still the same job for Zabel then instead of Petacchi.
It's interesting to hear you name that list of guys that you see as rivals. It's a pretty deep list. Do you realistically do you see any of those guys as threats, or is there sort of a hierarchy there?
I guess you could say there's a little bit of a hierarchy, but I mean they're all threats because all on their day they could win stages, and you can't underestimate anybody. It's the worst thing you can do when you come to any race, let alone the Tour, is get complacent and start underestimating people. So I see them all as rivals and all capable of winning.
And you were saying earlier that the stage in Ghent, obviously you live in Belgium, that's a pretty high priority for you and for your team.
Yeah, I mean it'd be great to win there, but I'm not treating it like it's the only stage I'd like to win. I also said I'd like to win in Canterbury, maybe even more because it's a day earlier, and then I'd already have a stage win. So, it'd be nice to win in Ghent, and I'll try my hardest, but I'll be trying my hardest, 110% every day.
Sure. Thanks, Robbie.
No worries.